So I'm just starting tonight's dinner and I'm going to make a quick and simple one. So I've got some chicken breast portions, we've got baby corn, munch 2, a stir fry kit, some udon noodles, and then some of these little chow mein stir fry sauces. I got these 3 for £1 in Farm Foods. I'm just going to start my chicken off frying, then I'm going to add in my veg, pop my noodles in, my sauce and a bit of soy sauce. We're done. So this was a really nice flavour, although I'm not that keen on the udon noodles. These ones were really thick and pasta-like, and I think I prefer the egg noodles, so I'll definitely use those next time, but I just topped it with some sesame seeds and of course some lime juice. Next up, I decided to make some pulled pork. I had 2 pork shoulder joints which I put in the slow cooker with some buffalo seasoning. So I had 2 packets of that from Lidl. I didn't put any liquid in at all. I just dry rubbed the pork and popped it in. I left that on all day on low for about 8 hours. I then removed all the liquid from the slow cooker and I put it in a saucepan with a little bit of a corn flour slurry. So a couple of teaspoons of corn flour mixed with a little tiny bit of water. I added this in and it made kind of a gravy. So I served this with some homemade flatbreads, the pork with the gravy over the top. Then I just did some caramelised onions and peppers, some homemade seasoned oven wedges, and topped it with some feta cheese. So I've got leftover pulled pork that I'm doing for dinner tonight. This isn't obviously the pork. This is a pack of sausages and some of this stuffing. This is chicken and bacon. I've never used this one before. I've never actually even seen it in the shops until the time I saw it when I bought this. It just smells very smoky, so I'm not sure what it's going to be like, but I've put it in this glass dish because I want it quite thin because I've got some baguettes. So I'm going to do part baked baguettes, stuffing, pork, and might do hash browns with it or something like that. So I'll put some greaseproof paper in. I'm going to pop this in the oven and we'll see what it comes out like. And there we have it, pulled pork and sausage meat stuffing baguettes with crispy hash browns. This is the chicken and bacon stuffing and it tastes really good actually, it's quite smoky. And the pork is the one that we did yesterday, which was buffalo seasoned. So an interesting combination, but yeah, that is a baguette and a half. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner. We've got my mum and Steve's mum over, so it's really nice and warm today. I'm going to do a pasta salad and I've got some salmon to put in it because I thought that'd be a bit different from tuna. So I've cooked a ton of pasta. Well, actually it's a kilo, 2 kilos, a kilo, I'm not sure. Loads and loads of pasta. I've got some dill and some lime juice. I'm going to use light mayo and Greek yogurt. I'm going to put in some peppers. I've got some onions in my pan. I'm literally just softening these. I think with any pasta salad, I like to soften the onions a little bit because otherwise they can be really strong and a little bit overpowering. So this will just take it down a bit, make them a little bit sweeter. I've got an absolute ton of pasta that I've already cooked and cooled. I'm also going to be adding mustard. I would use Dijon, but I haven't got any. I'm going to put some spring onions in. I was going to add cucumber, but I'm going to make a salad alongside. So I'm going to use the cucumber in that. I'm going to make like a salad, and then we're going to top that with feta. And I've got some of this Tesco salt and pepper baguette, and we're going to have that with it with butter. And then my salmon is in here. I've just cooked it in the air fryer in some foil. We've also got loads of fresh fruit for dessert and ice creams. My mum bought ice creams and Steve's mum bought loads of fresh fruit from the farm shop. So we've got cherries, gauges, plums and raspberries. So looking forward to that. So I'm gonna get my salmon out and flake it up and then assemble this. Seasoning wise, I'm gonna use obviously salt, pepper, probably some onion granules and some garlic granules, and maybe a little bit of smoked paprika, anything that I feel like will add to it as I go really. So we've got the pasta salad. In here is literally everything. I've put some Jamaican Jack seasoning in there, or like Caribbean style seasoning shaker, so it's got salt in it as well. There is some freshly chopped dill, there's loads of lime juice, salt, pepper, onion granules. What else have I put in here? So we've got the cooked onions, we've got the red pepper, yellow pepper, pasta, salmon fillets that I've just flaked through it, mayo or light mayo, Greek yogurt, a teaspoon of mustard. That's that one, not the most appetizing looking, but it will look better when it's served up. I've got a salad here. This is just lettuce, cucumber, grated carrot, pickled red cabbage. I think I'm leaving it at that actually. I'm going to add tomatoes on top. One of my sons doesn't like tomatoes, so I'll just chop some up and put them on top when I serve it. And we've got our bread as well. So if I remember, I will film a plate when I do it, but because there's a lot of us, I might forget. So yeah, it's basically salmon pasta and salad. So for tonight's dinner, I'm making an Asian inspired pork rice. So in here I've got peppers, onions, garlic and broccoli, and I've just fried that off in a bit of sesame oil. And then I'm going to be using some soy sauce, some hoisin sauce and some mirin sauce. I actually wanted sake for this recipe, which is a Japanese wine, but I don't have any, so this is the next best thing. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of each of these in once I've fried off the pork. So take the vegetables out, brown off the pork, add in some seasonings, and a couple of tablespoons of each of these. And then I'm going to serve it with rice and some spring onions on top with some sesame seeds. So I've literally just added in a couple of tablespoons of each, the dark soy, the hoisin and the mirin sauce, and then I've also added in about a tablespoon of fish sauce. And that's basically it. I've just mixed everything back together. I've put some rice in the pressure cooker, and that's going to take probably about 10 minutes from now. And then I'm just going to serve it with some crispy onions and some spring onions, I think, depending on what everyone wants. Dinner tonight, I've just made a tuna pasta salad. I've done some Cajun chicken breast and some cucumber. The tuna salad is basically tuna, sweet corn, peppers, chives, spring onion, light mayo, Greek yogurt, Dijon mustard, and then seasonings like salt, pepper, and what else I put in there? Salt, pepper, oh, and lime juice, obviously. Put lime juice and everything. Chicken breast is just Cajun seasoning done in the air fryer. And I also had some mushrooms to use up, so I've done a bowl of those as well. This is a whole punnet, and this is how small they reduce down to, so I just put those in with the chicken, and that is what we're having for dinner tonight. So apologies for the slightly erratic content at the moment. It is the summer holidays, we've had really hot weather and we've just had lots and lots of plans, so our eating and my filming has been all over the place. But I did want to pop in this board that Oscar took to his friend's house the other day. So on social media at the moment there is a craze where you do a bring a board party and everyone gets assigned a colour and then you turn up with all the foods of that colour. So we had orange, and as you can see we made up a little basket with all different orange foods. It was just a really nice idea. It meant that they could all go around one house, they could play their games and do whatever teenagers do, and all the snacks were taken care of, and it wasn't just on one parent to sort it out. You can set a budget if you want to, and I just think it's a really nice idea. So he had a blast there. But that is it for this video. If you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. I promise there will be more of my recipe videos and things coming soon once things get a little bit less hectic, and I will be back really soon with another video. Take care, guys.
It's what you do.